Hi, it's Rayleigh here from Sunflower Stitches and Quilting. Today I'm going to show you how I made a pressing mat cover so that it can sit beside my sewing table and I can use it when I'm making blocks and all that. So we know the size of the pressing mat is 50 by 50 centimeters. So quite easily I have done, I guess it's like a pillowcase basically, where it's longer. It's more than twice as long, and I have finished this edge with a hem because that's what shows on the outside. This inside one doesn't have a hem on it. You could, but I figured it's actually not going to be moving around a lot, so it's not going to fray. And then bring this side in and then this side to overlap, and then sew the side seams. So line those up and sew both side seams. Bring that a little bit closer for you. You can see I've done it in a dark thread because it's just going to sit beside my sewing machine. It's not on display as, you know, fabulous sewing. It's just a simple pillowcase. And then we simply turn it in the right way. So I've had it that way to show you the seams. So that's the short flap, and then I did it more to one edge, and I'll show you the reason why in a sec. So push that through, push all the corners through. So now you can see when I folded it through to the correct way, the finished edge is on the outside and it's looking quite nice. So this is my front. My pressing mat goes inside it. Now, because it's square, it doesn't matter which way it goes. All right, see if I can get a little bit on screen for you. Slide it in. All right, so that is fully into this end. This end just pops over like you would a pillow. Tuck that underneath there. And the reason I had this not in the middle but more to one end is because I wanted to put an extra layer in there and I don't wanted it to stay. So my son had some of this, I don't know what to call it, it's like foam, it's a foam board, that kind of thing, and I have just slotted that down and get it to go in inside so that it's on the back and creates a bit of stability because otherwise it was a little bit bendy, and it's also protecting my desk so that I don't have to worry about the heat transferring through this. There's this extra layer behind it. So it is a very simple make. You can see the side seam just there. That's the back. And so if this gets damaged, I can take it out and replace it with something else. And so this then sits beside my sewing machine. So if I would recommend doing a cover, because the recommendations for the pressing mat are that if you're using a cover, you can use it on your iron on a cotton setting. If you don't have a cover, then they suggest using your iron on a lower setting without steam. So if you want to be able to press a little bit hotter, then make a cover, and just being aware of heat transfer, maybe get some sort of thin piece of something to protect any surface that you are pressing on. So that's how you can see there along the edge. And a very simple pillowcase style cover so that you can press beside your sewing machine. In saying that, it is actually good to get up and walk around. So if you've been sewing for about an hour, probably get up and move around. And so some people do say that they would have this maybe over at their ironing board anyway, so that they have to get up and walk. But if you are trying to get through a whole heap of blocks, and you just like to press as you go, then this is perfect beside your machine. Have fun, happy sewing.